On this Memorial Day of 2021, I want to briefly tell you about my father, Captain Alfred Neal Brown. My father and I didn't always agree. He didn't always understand his art and music-oriented third son. And likewise, I didn't always understand this man who was a product of his times and circumstance. He enlisted in the Army Air Corps shortly after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. Having graduated from the New Mexico Military Institute and having some flying experience, he was signed in as an officer from the beginning. He first soloed in a plane called an Eagle Rock, which he said flew less like an eagle and more like a rock. He got stationed in India, flying supplies to the Chinese allies over the Himalayan mountains, known at the time as the Hump. 70% of the planes flying the Hump went down with total loss of airplanes and crew. And my father flew 76 such missions. He also supplied Merrill's Marauders on the Burma Road. They were basically a guerrilla operation that worked behind enemy lines to disrupt the Japanese in the jungles of Burma. 3,500 men volunteered for that duty, and fewer than 250 survived. My father said he never volunteered for anything. He was no hero, he claimed. He simply did what he did because he was following orders. As a result, he was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross with a silver oak leaf cluster, which actually meant that he was awarded the Distinguished Flying Cross 5 times. After his duty overseas, he returned to the States and was assigned to fly various aircraft, mostly from Texas across the Gulf of Mexico to Florida, from where they were sent to the European theater. As a result, he was qualified to fly every airplane the Army Air Corps had in its inventory, over 36 fighters, bombers, and transport planes in all. Of these airplanes, my favorite as a child and to this day was the P-51 Mustang. My father, knowing this, told me this interesting fact. He said, "Son, did you know how to make a P-51 do a perfect barrel roll?" Well, I'll tell you. Because of the torque of that massive engine and the big four-bladed propeller the plane has, all you have to do is, without trimming the airplane to resist, you just push the throttle forward, and the plane will roll around the propeller. One time, when I was leaving Houston, he said, I put the nose of the aircraft on the moon. I pushed the throttle forward and watched the stars go around and around the moon. Before he passed away, my father gave me a great gift. I asked him what he respected in a man: money, education, power. He said, no. I respect a man who, regardless of what anyone else says, does exactly what he wants to do with his life. With the P-51 story in mind, I decided I would animate the airplane, and I composed a little flying music in order to give my father a Memorial Day barrel roll.